To just take you back to the situation in Poland, the country saying it's intercepted and shot down Russian drones after a huge number of them violated its airspace. In just the last hour, Belarus, an ally of Russia, has said that the drones lost their way and entered Poland after being jammed by Ukrainian defences. No response yet from Moscow. Obviously important to say Belarus, an ally of Moscow. Now, Polish officials have been searching for the wreckage of the drones, and this video has emerged of a field in the east of Poland which appears to show markings from where some of the drones fell. Well, I'm pleased to say we can talk to Professor Katarzyna Pisarska from the Warsaw Security Forum. And Professor, our understanding is that, I guess the big question is whether this was deliberate or whether these drones simply strayed. It's happened before, but not in such numbers. What's your assessment?
Yes, hello, Kasia. It's great to be here. Let me say very clearly, we have no doubt this has been a deliberate act from the Russian side. This has been done under the cover, of course, of a huge attack on Ukraine soil, on Ukraine territory that we see night by night. But these were drones that actually we saw a few weeks ago these routes were already tested by single Russian drones. And now we had a larger attack to test our resolve, to test the abilities of Poland to take down these drones. So this has not been an incident. As you know, Poland has been previously at least 4 times in situations in which Russian missiles, drones crossed the border, but I don't think we've ever seen such a organized and deliberate attack.
Now, we're getting lines from Belarus saying that these drones they'd lost their way because of the Ukrainian defense being able to kind of intercept them. Apparently, Minsk had given warning to Warsaw. Katarzyna, you know what the situation is there, right on the border between Poland, Belarus and Ukraine. Is this just Belarus creating some kind of cover for what we've seen overnight?
Yes, you have to remember that right now the Belarusian and Russian military are beginning military exercises on the Belarusian territory. The main goal of these exercises is to potentially create, in this exercise, a corridor between Belarus and Kaliningrad through Poland for the so-called Suwałki Gap. So Belarus, just like Russia, has absolutely aggressive intentions towards Poland and towards NATO. And I think what we're hearing right now from the Belarusian side, of course, I can imagine that in Minsk, some people got a bit scared of what the Russians are currently doing. I think they're either trying to sow disinformation or are trying to detach themselves from this situation. But our reading of the situation is this was a very, very deliberate activity of the Russian forces. And again, the Russians are testing Polish resolve, NATO resolve, the United States resolve. They will now observe how the allies react, what they say, but most importantly, what they do. And a lot of the attention will also go to watching how the Trump administration will react. Just a few days after the Polish President Karol Nawrocki visited Donald Trump in the White House. And I think it also shows us, the effects of the spillover of this war from Ukraine. We have to understand that neither Poland nor countries of the eastern flank, and even less so the majority of European Western countries, have a viable air missile defense at this time. So if we allow the Ukrainian war to spill over, if we do not help Ukrainians today, also, we have to remember Ukrainians have the capacity to destroy these drone factories on Russian territory. If we don't aid all that, then we will bear the direct consequences if this war spills over, if Ukrainians do not lose this war. And of course, these consequences will be first and foremost felt here in Poland, in the Baltic states, in Romania. But this is just the beginning.
Professor Katarzyna Pisarska from the Warsaw Security Forum, really good to get your thoughts and your clarity and just reminding us how close that war is with Russia and Ukraine to Eastern Europe. Thank you so much for